Hello, dear warrior of peace tribe. I am sending so much love and warmth to you as we begin this new week together. So this is Tuesday, February the 18th, and I am first recording these community updates. I feel like this is a way for there to be more of that circulation, of course, of information, but also just how the circulation is happening between myself and members of the tribe. And yeah, I feel like this is a good investment of our time for supporting having good communication and good flow. And so if you are ever feeling like there is something that is not flowing between us, I really welcome hearing from you. Email would be the best way because I am still unable to keep up with the comments in under the YouTube videos. And again, on the community note, my encouragement is for the community to care for each other in the YouTube comment section. The easiest way to care for others is to read their comments and reflect back, some kind of goodness from their comment. Maybe something that they said that touched you, or just reflecting back and letting them know that you heard them. That is an amazingly powerful and easy way to build community in an online forum. So I am very grateful to everyone who is doing that. And I warmly welcome more of you to do a little bit more of that. You don't have to go on every day and do that, but maybe just one or two reflections a week of other people. That is it's watering the beautiful flowers in our community, and it helps all of us to grow. So again, thank you for anything that you can do to contribute to the growing and the watering of our beautiful community. So I would like to warmly welcome everybody who has joined in the past week. We love diversity here, and it adds the more diversity we can get, the more that it adds to our having a multifaceted approach and outlook as a community. So I know that there's great magic in diversity. So warmly welcoming you and your special spirit into our community. And so something that I am doing now is invoking the violet flame for our community each week. So I would like to do that now for this video and all of the videos that I will be posting, that I'll be recording today. So the violet flame, I want to bring in another affirmation today. And the one that I want to bring in is for the cosmic diamond violet flame. And the reason that I'm feeling called to bringing in the cosmic diamond violet flame, first of all, it has that powerful transmuting power of the violet flame, of transmuting lower, denser energies and frequencies, things like anger, hatred, fear, releasing them, transmuting them so that we can then receive higher frequency experiences and moods like joy and gratitude, happiness. Happiness is meant to be part of human life. And so by bringing in the violet flame, it is transmuting the lower frequency energies that you may be experiencing, releasing them to allow for the higher frequency energies. And so the cosmic diamond element in the affirmation that I'll be saying today, cosmic diamond is very sharp, and its edges are so sharp that it shreds lower frequency energies. And I think just basically from the conversations that I've had in the past week, and the little bits that I've seen in news feeds, I'm feeling like we could use that sort of extra little boost of the cosmic diamond. So the cosmic diamond violet flame affirmation that I'm going to say comes from Diana Cooper. And so I will now say this now. And so you can choose to receive this if you wish. So it is, of course, always free will. If you would like to receive the energy of the cosmic diamond violet flame for this week. The Cosmic Diamond Violet Flame Affirmation by Diana Cooper. I am the cosmic diamond violet flame. I am the flame of mercy. I am the flame of joy. I am the flame of oneness. I am Saint Germain. I am Archangel Gabriel. I am Archangel Zadkiel. I am the cosmic diamond violet flame. I am the flame of mercy. I am the flame of joy. I am the flame of oneness. I am Saint Germain. I am Archangel Gabriel. I am Archangel Zadkiel. I am the cosmic diamond violet flame. I am the flame of mercy. I am the flame of joy. I am the flame of oneness. I am Saint Germain. I am Archangel Gabriel. I am Archangel Zadkiel. And so it is. Okay, so some community updates. I'm continuing to have 15-minute one-on-one calls with members in the tribe. Normally, how this happens is people either sign up for my newsletter or they sign up for an event or sign up for something. And then once I get their sign up, then I'm able to reach out and invite you to a 15-minute one-on-one call. And it's super easy to schedule them. I have a scheduler, so you can find a time that works well for you, and it's only 15 minutes. And it is surprising how much we're able to share in just 15 minutes. And I just find these calls, they're an important way for me to be in touch with what is happening in our tribe. It is much more present and real than just maybe, I mean, I could invest my time just scrolling through and reading comments under the YouTube videos. I just find it much more visceral and more real to actually meet with people and to hear your stories, live by voice. I can feel your heart when we are talking together. I do have, various intuitive abilities, and it's much easier for me to be able to, easily understand what is happening with you when I'm talking with you. And so I really value having the one-on-one calls, and I know that the people I've been talking with have shared how much they valued it as well. It's a way of developing relationship with each other. And as well, I mean, I don't want to have just one-on-one call with you. This really is about beginning a relationship. And so I do find that these calls really help me to understand. I'm an American living in Canada. Having calls with Americans in America, it helps me to understand what you are going through. And, I just don't know how to say how valuable these calls are for me, for you, and for growing our community. And people have often said to me, wow, I've never had somebody that I followed on YouTube reach out to me for a call, or I've never had somebody that I've signed up for a newsletter with reach out to me for a call. And the reason is because I'm doing things differently than anyone else out there is doing them. This is a time when we need to break out of some of the old models and develop new models. I am a very creative, very innovative person, innovative leader, and I do things differently. And I I feel that this new model is working better than what I'm seeing happening with some of the other, big people on YouTube. I watched a YouTube presentation this morning, in fact, by a couple of people, particularly one of them I have really followed for really since 2020. and has been a real inspiration and spiritual light for how to understand these very different times that we've been going through. And so I was watching this little update from her and one of her colleagues this morning. Both of them, have tens of thousands of followers, each of them. And so together, we're talking even more people watching this video, people who are spiritual, who are light workers. And what they recommended is that it's best to not pay attention to the really painful things that are happening in the world, and to just focus on just your own life, your own light. And well, I was kind of saddened to hear them say that, because I know that what they say has great impact, and that a lot of light workers, a lot of people who are working to serve this world look to them for guidance. So I know that that message these people are then going to be processing and saying, well, this is what I should do. Um, I mean, I do understand where they're coming from of not getting sucked into drama, but I really have to say I was saddened, because I know that there are so many people that are suffering in the world, and they could use a little helping hand. They could use a little spiritual guidance. And I mean, maybe it's because I was brought up Buddhist, where, like a bodhisattva will like not go into enlightenment in order to stay back and be able to help the people who are suffering, help them to become enlightened. So I guess maybe it's partly because that's how I was socialized. But in any case, I refuse to just retreat into my own little bubble. And that's actually the word that this woman teacher used, that she's in her own golden bubble. I am not going to retreat into my own bubble and leave all of these people in America suffering. So I'm just saying where I'm coming from. And yes, you probably know that all of my messaging has been about how to raise your vibration, how to do things differently, how to overcome the darkness within yourself so that you can release more of your light into this world and then have impact by having more of your light coming into this world. So that is where I'm coming from. That's what makes sense to me. It apparently is not where some of the other very top spiritual leaders are coming from. And what can I say? I guess we all have different roles to play, and maybe they are able to serve in some other way by being in their bubbles. So, we'll just, let people do what they feel is right. And I am putting my foot down very clearly with you and saying where my place is with you, and providing, whatever kind of leadership and guidance that I can provide for you to sink your roots down deep and become an even better person. Let go more of your own baggage so that more of your beautiful light can come through. And that's the way it's going to be in this tribe. So, moving on to my next topic, I am sharing the results of the community survey. And again, this was a powerful, powerful tool for getting feedback from the tribe about where you're at in terms of your physical health, your mental health, your financial health, and what is working for you in terms of what I've been offering, the YouTube videos, the free community events, and also what you would like to see added into the mix. So 33 people responded to the survey, which is, in light of the stresses everybody's under, that's an incredible number of people that took time in the 1 week window that was there for answering the survey. So again, thank you so much to you 33 amazing people. I really, really value what you shared. And so I've prepared a brief summary report, and there's a link to that report below this video. So anybody that is interested, you can see the layout of those health markers. Like basically, the tribe is healthy in terms of their physical and mental health, and it's a little more over the board and also lower in terms of the financial health. And so, not a complete surprise given, what we've known for years about the levels of debt that Americans have been carrying. Seems to be just built into the way of life. And so, it seems that this is a time that could be one area where some cleaning up, some energetic and also physically practical cleaning up can happen. It can start by having the courage to look at your finances and then reach out and, get some advice for how to begin to move out of debt and into a much stronger, healthier relationship with money. And also, I'll just mention that I'm in conversation with one of my colleagues who specializes in the area of energy around money. And from our first conversation, she has agreed to come in as a guest speaker. So I think I'll probably be bringing her in May to do a special presentation to the tribe. And she's quite a powerful spiritual money coach. And I really like her. She's grounded. So I wasn't planning to mention that today, but it has slipped out. So you have that to look forward to. And also in the summary report, I have shared a selection of anonymous quotes from what people shared in the survey. Basically, really, really, really important information was shared. And again, thank you. So I will be responding, like some of the people that answered the survey left their email address. So I will be responding to you with a little personal response this week. And then I wanted to share three general responses. Well, I wanted to share three anonymous responses more generally here in this video. So one of them is I cannot see where I can log in for the peace meditation at 11:11 to see who else is participating and what the time is in the US. I am from the Netherlands. So, so I am in email conversation with the two tribe collaborators who helped initiate this 11:11 peace prayer wave wave of peace prayers that our community is doing. So it is it's a particular YouTube video, and I can include the link to that as well below this video. And the inspiration is that the prayers happen at 11:11 a.m. in your time zone. So it doesn't matter what time it is in the US if you're in the Netherlands. And the other thing is that if it doesn't work for you to pray at 11:11, you can pray at whatever time works for you and simply intend to be connecting in at 11:11. And so the important question to be able to see who is praying with you or who just prayed recently, when you go to the video, there is a sort filter and you can choose the filter to sort newest at the top. And so if you sort newest at the top, you can see who has most recently posted. And so there's, what would you say? Maybe for those that are there, maybe about 15 of us at this point that are praying. And so I expect that number will grow. So maybe just to say a little bit more about the peace prayer wave, the reason why I'm suggesting that you can tune in at whatever time you like and just intend for that to sort of sync up with your 11:11 a.m. is because I think that you, and I know myself, I am really like stretched to my maximum bandwidth to take care of my self-care, take care of my business, and also be providing everything that I'm providing through the Warriors of Peace. It just has not been working for me to tune in at 11:11. So I post earlier in the morning because that's what works for me. And so And I know that you are under so many stresses. It doesn't work to be really rigid with ourselves. The intention behind the peace prayer wave is that you are connecting in with this community that is praying for peace in our world. The other thing that I wanted to mention about the peace prayer wave is that many people may be feeling so maxed out they don't have anything to give to others. Maybe they don't feel like they have the energy to pray for peace for the world or even for others. Please don't beat yourself up if that's the place you're in. Honor the place that you're in. Be where you are. And what you can do is to simply pray for 2 minutes for your own peace. You can connect in with the energy of the peace prayer wave and pray for your own peace. That is 100% valid, and it will fill your cup with a little more peace. So, I wanted to say those things about the peace prayer wave, and I just jumped that in on this post from the woman in the Netherlands. So thank you for that comment in the survey. So the second of 3 anonymous comments that I would like to share, and I felt like this was very important to share within a community update. This person said, I felt excluded. And this was in reference to the video that I posted about taking your seat in your pride as being an American. So one of my videos was about really owning your pride in the positive aspects of being American. So she said this was about feeling united in being American and being proud to be one, but I am not American. I have given 25 years of my life to this country and its people, and I have taken root. But I am a Dutch woman living in the US and contributing to it, just as you are a US woman living in Canada. I get the intention though, and I do feel connected to my friends and others, just cannot feel proud to be a nationality that I don't share. So, well, I would just like to say that for me, this is a little bit like being an adopted child, which, by the way, I was adopted by my father, so I have some experience with this notion of being adopted. So I'm not blood related with my father, but he brought me up and I emotionally bonded with him and I call him my dad. So when I read this woman's post, um, I understand what she's saying, that technically she's not American, but my Lord, if you've invested 25 years of your life giving to this country, being part of this country, um, in my mind, you're no different than any other American. And, you know, maybe you don't want to call yourself an American citizen, but you could still call yourself American. Um, like, in my mind, you are just as much an American as I am. That's the way I feel. And it really, I guess, does depend on how you feel. And also, maybe culturally, being Dutch, maybe things have to be very specific. And maybe you have really clear delineation that, if you're only a Dutch citizen, you're only a Dutch citizen. So I also understand some cultures are a bit more kind of strict about these things. But America is known for its open-mindedness, its pioneering. And so you are obviously drawn to be part of the American people. And so I, as a US citizen proper, welcome you to be an American. And I send that out to everybody that is in that situation. If your heart is in America, if you're living in America and your heart is in America, if you spent a large part of your life in America but are not there now and not technically American, but you feel a family connection with Americans because of investing a significant part of your life, then please join our family and be American. This this is where I stand, and um, if other people have other thoughts about this, please do feel free to share them in the comments. I feel like this is an important time for us to see our unity, and I really feel that anybody who's invested in America, living there, especially for that long, please feel included in having American pride. You've been living within this culture for 25 years. So you have to have some of the, both the positive and perhaps even some of the negative qualities of being American within you. So please feel part of our family. You are American. And so the last anonymous quote that I would like to share is from a beautiful woman who I have had the pleasure of a one-on-one call with already. And so she said, I was born an American, but I am a sovereign Hawaiian. Andrea teachings is helping me to rise above the history of my Hawaiian people, acknowledge the injustice, and most importantly, rise from the ashes to help my community to still honor the teaching of our indigenous people of Hawaii and how it is relevant in the issues we face in today's world. Cultivating aloha for ourselves and others has always been the path of our people. It is such a great pleasure to know that this woman has joined our tribe, a beautiful, powerful Hawaiian woman. And I I posted a video early in, what was it, probably in November, about the NFB film Power, which was about the story of the Cree people in northern Quebec and how they tapped into their ancestral roots, their cultural roots as Cree people, and they were able to stop the horrible things that the Quebec government and Hydro-Quebec were trying to do of taking their lands from them. They were able to stop that. And so I think that, there is a great blessing to our community that we have attracted this woman. And I hope that we will attract more Indigenous peoples because they have a lot to teach us, a lot to offer in this time. So you can see that the three quotes that I felt moved to share in a more general way, they represent diversity within our community. And I really believe that diversity is a huge and powerful strength. It brings in more perspectives for approaching challenges. And there's a there's a spiritual quality. Back, when I was in university, I took a master's of education and counseling psychology. And one of the courses that I chose to take was on multicultural counseling. And, some of the readings that I did for that course, they changed me. And one of them specifically talked about how multicultural counseling is actually, it's spiritual. And, when you think about it, when you have two people from very different cultures trying to communicate with one another, you cannot just rely on words that everybody knows. You have to get to the heart of the meaning. You have to be communicating from your heart in order to communicate with someone from another culture. You have to basically move to a more spiritual level in order to be able to communicate heart to heart. So there is a spirituality and a magic available when people of different cultures create community together. So I'm very proud of the diversity of the Warriors of Peace, and I will always be endeavoring to support and to strengthen that. So thank you, the three of you, for being part of the 33 who responded to the survey. So I like to share a little personal update when I do the community updates each week. And again, I just feel that it's good to know where your leadership is at. So, so just a short personal update. I went to see that apartment that I had a good feeling about last Friday, and um, it was even far better than I could have ever imagined. Such a magical experience that I actually want to create a whole other video just about my apartment search, because I think that there are a lot of little nuggets of wisdom about manifesting the world and the life that you want to manifest in that little story of me finding my apartment. So at this point, I have put in the application. I have not yet signed the lease. So once everything is in place, then I'll be happy to make that update. Hopefully, that will be next week. And otherwise, um, I am finding that in my life, some relationships just seem to be breaking down. And I'm just feeling like it's because some of these people are just not meant to be in my life going forward. And they've been treasured people in the past. So 3 people in particular. And so I'm having to, find my way of walking the pathway of ending connections that have meant a lot to me. And one of them actually is my mother. So that you know that one is a real challenge when one of your parents just doesn't seem like it's working for you to be in each other's lives. So I'm holding that with a lot of gentleness and just taking, little steps as they become apparent. So that is kind of the highlights of my personal update. Physically, I am doing very well, and emotionally, doing very well, and really looking at how to attend to my own garden so that I'm really vibrant and lush within me, so that I have beautiful things to give to you. Thank you for thank you for receiving my personal update. So I wanted to make sure that everyone is aware of the upcoming live program happening March the 2nd, Warriors of Peace Training 101. That will be the last live program that I'll be doing until after I move. So it would be great if you're able to come. And also, I will be providing the recording of that if perchance you're not available for the live event. But just to say, there's a lot of power in being able to connect live with the community and, for us to be able to connect in that way. And I do encourage everyone to participate in the 1111 Peace Prayer Wave. Um, there's a lot of reasons of why this matters. And of course, I spoke earlier about it, so I won't say anything more now. But please, maybe give it a try just once this week, tuning in. And, and if nothing else, 2 minutes of praying for your own peace would be a lovely contribution. And so I would like to thank the sponsors for this week's videos. And those people are AM, CG, CM, CW, EK, HM, JC, JG, JK, TE, and VN. Really appreciate your support. And of course, the way to be a sponsor and to support is through the Patreon account. And that is a wonderful way that if you are feeling moved, it's a wonderful way to have an exchange of energy, to be contributing to all of this that's going out and helping so many people. And also, I, of course, am very grateful for that show of support. It feels good to me to know that people feel this is of value and want to support it. There's a contribution levels of $5, $11, or $33. So if you would like to be part of that, I warmly invite you. And I think that covers everything for community announcements this week. I hope that you enjoyed this time of connecting and I will look forward to seeing you in upcoming videos this week. So have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you soon.